So how does Markovnikov versus Anti-Markovnikov work for kinetic versus thermodynamic products? And the honest answer here is that it actually doesn't matter. So this is going to be kind of a weird one. Let's say I have my asymmetric dyene, and I'm going to have one situation where I've got the methyl group on the first carbon, and we're only going to consider this ordering. I talked about in a previous video how if you have asymmetry, you got to consider both. We're just going to focus on one set of kinetic product, one set of products here. So if I just got rid of this second double bond, and I said, what does the HX product look like? So I add HX to both. What you should tell me, hopefully, is that the X here is going to add to the more substituted carbon. So here it adds to the second one because it's got the methyl group on it, and this one it adds to the third because it's got the most substitutions on it. And this is the Markovnikov mechanism. We go through a carbocation intermediate. How does this change when we throw this double bond on? Well, when we throw the double bond on, a 1-2 addition still looks like a 1-2 addition. So, where am I at? If I have my methyl group here versus here, 1, 2, 2. If I have the double bond here, it's still going to be a 1-2 addition. It doesn't matter where that methyl group is. Basically, it doesn't play a role. So why does that happen? Why don't we consider Markovnikov versus Anti-Markovnikov? The reason being is that in both situations, we're going to go through a carbocation intermediate. And we have the most stable carbocation here is going to be the one that is adjacent to the double bond. So if I put the carbocation here, even though this is tertiary and this is secondary, they will inherently be more stable than the previous example where we had just the tertiary or just the secondary. Because of that adjacent double bond, resonance stability makes it more stable. And so it doesn't matter if that carbocation is secondary or tertiary. What matters is it's adjacent to the double bond to resonate. So when we consider these reactions, we're not going to think about the Markovnikov versus the Anti-Markovnikov product in terms of our 1-2, 1-4 addition. They will still be 1-2 and 1-4 additions, regardless of where 2 and 4 are, regardless of how substituted they are. Because what's stabilizing us here more is not secondary versus tertiary carbons. What's stabilizing us is the adjacentness to that double bond to create resonance. Now, that said, what if you're working with an anti-Markovnikov compound like a free radical halogenation? We'll talk about that in the next video.